Okay, so hello again. My other camera. It didn't die, but I ran out of storage space. Here. Okay, so as I was saying, some say that crunk is a style or a type of hip hop music that was created or came out of the southern United States. Not some say, but that's what they say. The southern part of the United States in the 1990s. And it's crunk is a term that is synonymous with excitement and fun and like super hyper energy. So let's see, as far as a noun definition of crunk, formal definition, a style is a style of hip hop or rap music. So a style of hip hop or rap music featuring repetitive shouting of phrases accompanied by electronic sound. So that's a distinguishing a couple of distinguishing features of what we know as crunk music. Um, it's the shouting part of it. So the lyrics are delivered in a hyper energetic manner, thus the shouting, and very repetitive, like the definition said. Accompanied by electronic sound. Now, some crunk music may or may not have that electronic sound behind it, but that's a typical aspect of it. Okay, so the first part of that definition said it's a style of hip hop or rap music. So remember, going back to our definitions again, hip hop is both a culture and the music that comes out of that culture is also called hip hop. There are different types of hip hop, and crunk is considered it's considered one of the types of hip hop music. So that's one way to define it. Crunk is also considered a type of rap music. And once again, rap is both a style of, it's a genre of music, but it also is a style of lyric delivery that can be found in different genres of music, which is why you can have rap in gospel music, and you can have rap in other types of music, in jazz, as well. So ultimately, as you can see, there's a lot of overlap with a lot of these, several of these genres, and that happens a lot of times. I think, especially with the more recent styles of music like crunk, and then you get into techno and what's considered what's considered techno, what's considered electronic music. It starts to get there's a lot of overlap there. That's largely because music as an art form, it doesn't always fit neatly into a specific tight little genre category. And musicians and artists, especially those like myself who are creating music, those of us who are writers and those of us who are producers as well, and create our own, we complain about this kind of stuff all the time. Oftentimes, not every writer feels this way, but a lot of times we complain, or I don't like to complain, but I agree with those who say that, the music that I create, it's hard to put labels on it. And people ask me that all the time. Well, is it jazz? Is it R&B? It's kind of like it's got elements of those things in it, but it doesn't just fit into that. It goes beyond that. It has other elements in it. So keep that in mind also. There are definitions for these genres, but then at the same time, then this is another part that can be confusing. Depending on who you ask, different people will define different aspects or different types of different genres differently. So just to finish up, now that I've confused you completely, going back to Kayla Evans' original comment on my video. Kayla ended the comment by saying, "I love hip hop and R&B, but I love Sierra too," and thought she was hip hop or R&B. So I just want to say to you, Kayla, and to all of you out there, in reference to the last part of Kayla's statement, Kayla, I agree with you. From what I know of Sierra's music, she she is hip hop. She is R&B. She I don't know like all of her music or anything, but whoever said that she was crunk, if she put out a song or two or a few or whatever that's got that crunk style in it, that hyped up shouting repetitive lyrics style of rap and stuff in it, then that means she does crunk too. I mean, basically, ultimately, it sounds as if, I mean, I think I would say, I would agree with you, Kayla. Sierra, you thought she was hip hop? She is hip hop. You thought she was R&B? You're right, she is R&B and crunk. I don't think she fits, from what I know of her music. Again, that whole idea of trying to fit people, people, it's a natural human tendency. We want to be able to label what people do because it helps us understand it better. It gives us clarity. But everything doesn't fit that neatly. So, Sierra is a very versatile artist. Some of the music that she does, it does sound like, different types of genres. And my thing is, people, please, that's okay. This is not to you, Kayla, but just like to all of us in general. Stop trying to need to fit everybody, every artist into, but I thought she was this and I thought she was that. And again, this is not towards you, Kayla, but we all, people tend to do that. Yeah, but I thought she was, but I thought he was. Well, maybe they're both. Maybe they're all of them. Remember, music is an art form, and artistry of any kind cannot be, the nature of art is that it is not to be confined, but it helps us expand. So that's, I think, is my main message from today, from this conversation. Yes, we can clarify hip hop, and R&B. I had clarified R&B from my previous videos, saying that it comes from rhythm and blues history. It's almost always in a 4/4 time signature, etc. But once we clarify the definitions of these genres, I think once we do that and we step away from it and say, okay, well, let's listen to this artist or this music, this song, whatever. See what elements we hear in it. It might be categorized as R&B, but it may have some classical elements in it. I mean, ultimately, like, let art just be art, and don't be afraid of being open to dropping some of those labels and just saying, I hear all kinds of different elements in this particular song or in this artist's work. That's very common. So I hope that's helpful. Hope I answered some of your questions. Feel free to comment, subscribe, like this video if you thought it was an interesting discussion, and follow me on Twitter at Celeste, MUS on the number 1. On Facebook, my Facebook page is Dr. Angela Celeste May, and on Instagram, Angela Celeste May, as well as, of course, here on YouTube. So God bless, take care, and let me know what you think. What do you think? You disagree with me? That's cool. Disagree, agree, tell me what you think. Did I just confuse you more? Some of it, that's because it's not always clear cut. But anyway, I hope you enjoyed this video, and I am going to bid you all bid you all have a beautiful, lovely rest of your day, your evening, and I'll talk to you again soon. Bye-bye.